Hello everyone, happy Saturday, happy Celebration Sunday on a Saturday. I'm gonna have to do Celebration Sunday on a Saturday this week because my birthday is tomorrow and I plan on taking the day off and hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully actually sleeping in tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. But I didn't want to skip Celebration Sunday this week, so we just moved it to Saturday instead. All right. Now, before we get to our project, which is super cute, we're going to talk about this in just a second. This is what we're going to make. Before we get to that, let's go over everything, do some housekeeping while we're waiting for some people to arrive, fix my camera a little bit. All right, this is one of the last times you're going to hear me talk about the Haunts and Harvest Paper Pumpkin Kit. This is, the deadline to sign up is coming up in just about 6 days. I think the 10th is Friday. So if you want this kit, you need to sign up before Friday. It's going to have 12 treat boxes, of course, a stamp set, an ink spot. It's going to be super cute. Don't miss this one. Make sure you subscribe. And remember, you can always bump up your kits. If you want more than 12 boxes, just bump up that kit count and you can get as many boxes as you need. All right, I have my September card crate up for registration right now. It features the In Symmetry bundle, and you're actually going to get a stack of note cards. You're going to get a whole package of note cards, which is 20 note cards, and you're going to get half a package of the Sweet Symmetry DSP in your card crate. So I'm showing you 5 different designs. There's 5 different designs included in that card crate, but you're going to be able to make a ton of cards because you're going to have a whole package of note cards and all that DSP included in your kit. So you're going to have these 5 designs ready to go, but you're going to be able to make a ton of cards. All right, so if you want to subscribe or if you want to get the card crate this month, there's a link in the video description. Go check that out. It is $35 to get $20 in product. It ships for free. You get the supplies for those 5 cards, plus PDF instruction, video instructions. The deadline to sign up for that is coming up on the 10th as well. I think it's the 10th, but I'll need to double check that. But it is this week sometime. So make sure that if you want this month's card crate, you sign up for that. Now I have another online class or a class to go. It's not necessarily online, but it is a class to go coming on Monday. I'm announcing it. It's going to be my World Card Making Day event. World Card Making Day is coming up in October, and I'm doing a special class to celebrate World Card Making Day. I'm not finding the words I need, but all of those details will be on my blog on Monday. It'll include 4 cards. They're really fun cards. You're not going to want to miss it, so make sure you check my blog on Monday if you want information on my World Card Making Day class to go. Also on my blog is that card crate information. All right, Celebration. You guys know about Celebration. With every $50 you purchase, you get to choose a free item, and that is the shopping special. So if you're shopping, you're going to get something for free. Now today we're talking about the Delicate Dahlias Stamp Set. This is a free with $100 purchase. This is a bigger stamp set. Where'd it go? Hello. Here it is. I have a whole stack of stamp sets. I'm working on a lot this week. This is a big stamp set. It is, 2 covers. It's a big stamp set. And the images are huge, but they're gorgeous. So that's why this one is a little bit more expensive. You got to spend that $100 to get it, but I think it's totally worth it. But I'm going to talk about a few alternatives if you don't have the stamp set, you don't want to spend $100, or if you want to purchase a starter kit. I'm going to talk about that at the end. Now let's talk about the starter kit though. If your wish list is really long during Celebration, if you wanted to join my team, join Stampin' Up, you get to choose any one of these 12 bundles for free. They're pretty pricey, some of them. This is the most expensive one, Christmas to Remember, but the Christmas season bundle, this is my absolute favorite. You guys see me use this one all the time. That one is $54. That's a $54 value bundle you can get for free when you join my team during Celebration. So if you have a long wish list, this might be exactly what you need. All right, let's get to the project today. We are making this sweet little gift card holder. Now, this is a 2-pocket kind of, I'm going to call it a card. It is a card. You can actually fit this in an envelope. You can mail it. It's completely mailable. It fits in a standard envelope. So I'm going to call it a card. So it's like a 2-pocket card. So this back pocket here, you pull out. This is where you'd write your message. You can stamp a greeting on here. You can embellish it all you want. So that is that back pocket. And then this front pocket here will hold a gift card. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to show you how to make these little tabs to hold that gift card in place. It's not going anywhere, but it'll slide right out if you need it. You can slide it back in. Okay, so that goes in the first pocket. Now, if you don't want to give a gift card, you could put another pocket in here if you needed to write a message. You could put a picture in here if you're maybe sending this to grandparents. Put a picture of grandkids in that front pocket, or even maybe just a flat little treat or something, maybe some jewelry, I don't know. But it's so cute and it's so easy to make. So let's make it. So I am actually using our Ombre Gift Bags to make this. These are in the annual catalog. These are all featured in our in colors, our newer in colors. So you're going to get the polished pink, evening evergreen, soft succulent, pale papaya, and fresh freesia. You're going to get gift bags in all of those. They're only $6. And all we're going to do, we're not even going to score it. We're not going to do anything. All we're going to do is fold it in half. I want these little, I don't want it all the way to the top. I want to leave maybe about a little less than half, maybe like, I don't know, like a quarter, 3/8 inch. It doesn't really, it's not specific. And that's all you're going to do. And that's going to create, we have our back pocket here and we have our front pocket there. Now to actually make it like an actual pocket so it doesn't just like fall open, we're going to tie it up with some ribbon. And I have some white seam binding here. This white seam binding I think is my absolute favorite ribbon. I grab this ribbon a lot. It's one that I gravitate for often, and because it's white, you can make it any color you want. You can use your Stampin' Blends, you can use your brushes or your sponge daubers, or just put it in a little Ziploc bag with some re-inker, shake it up, and you'll get a new color. You do have to let those dry. That takes a little bit longer to dry than the Stampin' Blends. The Stampin' Blends is by far the easiest way to color them. But we're just going to tie a bow. And I do love this ribbon because it's so easy to tie bows. Even I can do it on camera, so that shows you how easy it is. And because it's a little bit crinkled, the bows don't, I mean, if it's not perfect, that's just the ribbon. That's the way it is. All right, so now we have this all sealed up, and so now we do have two true pockets in there. So that's basically our card base. We're going to set that aside to do all, and then we're going to do all of our stamping. So we put the ribbon scissors, trying to figure out where those go. All right, so our delicate Dahlia Stamp Set. Now you have a couple of options when stamping this. You can stamp the line image by itself. You can use your Stampin' Blends or watercolor pencils or ink and some water painters and color that in. Or if you want to use that fill-in image, you can use that. This is a distinctive stamp set, which means when you stamp it, and I'll show you in a second, when we stamp it, you're going to get all of those light and dark shades all with one stamp, all with one ink, and it's just gorgeous. Now, because this is a photopolymer stamp set and they're a little bit bigger, I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I have a piece of white that we're going to do our stamping on. The Stampin' Pierce mat, because it's a photopolymer, these are big stamps. I mean, I have this on one of my bigger blocks. It's a big stamp, and so the photopolymer sometimes don't stamp completely even. They really need a little bit of extra cushion, especially the really bigger ones. So that's why I'm pulling out my Stampin' Pierce mat. All right, so let's stamp. We're going to stamp the outside part in our Evening Evergreen. So I need one of these really big. I'm actually going to ink it like this because it's a bigger stamp. Evening Evergreen, we need one of these big flowers. Now, I don't know if you notice, I'll show it on this one because I've already inked this one up so harder to see. There's a little black dot on my stamp. I put that on the back. If you peel it off, it's on the back of my stamp. It's the part that's facing the block. And so when I'm lining this up, I know that if I stamp it with that dot on the top, then I'll stamp the fill-in part with the dot on the top, and they will line up perfectly. Otherwise, you could be like rotating for a really long time. So if you figure it out once, add that little dot, you'll thank me later. It's so easy to line them up. And then if that dot ever just starts to fade, just put it back in. Now we do need a couple of leaves. So I'm also using that same Evening Evergreen leaf, or Evening Evergreen ink. I'm going to stamp 2 leaves. Okay, just like that. All right, now we're done with the Evening Evergreen. I'm going to put that aside. We don't need that anymore. I'm already covered in ink. How the heck did that happen? Let me grab a baby wipe because undoubtedly we will get that on all of our projects. So it's like all over my hand. I don't know how the heck Good grief. All right, let's pull out our polished pink. This is what we're going to stamp the inside of our flower with. Now again, if you wanted to color it, you could just leave that side and color it. We're going to stamp the inside. And because I know that little black dot goes at the top, it's going to be really easy for me to line this up. I'm just going to, okay, hopefully I get this all figured out without getting my head over the camera, but I know exactly where all of those petals are going to go. All right, isn't that gorgeous? You can see all of those darker shades, the lighter shades. That's just the way the stamp is made. It's made to specifically ink like that. So you're going to naturally get those light and dark shades. Gorgeous. I love it. All right, also with our polished pink ink, I'm going to stamp the greeting. This is die cut with the smallest circle die from the Layering Circles dies. We're going to stamp that on there. Oh, so happy for you. Of course, you can use any greeting. All right, done with our polished pink. I think we're going to have to start moving a little faster here. This video is going to be long. All right, soft succulent for the inside of our flowers, or the inside of our leaves. My goodness, guys, words are not finding me today. All right, and the leaves are going to do that same light and dark shades. You're going to get those light and dark areas. I love distinctive stamps. They're so much fun. All right, we're done with that one, and then I'm going to pull in Mango Melody. And the line image part, the outside image, I'm going to stamp full strength Mango Melody, and then I don't have any scrap paper on me, so we're gonna stamp off and then stamp the inside. Oh, that's way off. Holy cow. Wow. Not to worry. We'll get that fixed. All right. So you're just gonna, this one's good. Look at that one. This one, missed the lines on that one. All right. Now, there are no dies for this. Unfortunately, there are no dies, which means you're gonna have to grab your scissors and you're gonna fussy cut. Now, I'm not gonna make you watch me fussy cut all of this, so I did all of that ahead of time. So we have our flower, our large flower. We have 2 sets of leaves and 2 of the smaller flowers, all through the magic of television. All right, so let's set that aside. We have our greeting also that we stamped, and then I have a scallop circle that I die cut from those Layering Circles dies. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this on our, we'll go ahead and glue all this down. I'm gonna use my liquid glue for some of this and dimensionals for some of this. All right, this will just go right on our circle. We're gonna let that dry for a second. All right, our big flower, we're gonna set that on with some dimensionals. I'm gonna put my dimensionals kind of in the center. I don't want them to go all the way to the edge because we're gonna be tucking leaves and flowers under there, and I don't want that to, the dimensionals to get in the way. So this is gonna go onto the left side of your card. One of your leaves is gonna go down here, bottom right, and the other one will go up at the top left. Just kind of making a, like a triangle look here. Go under the ribbon. Beautiful. And I only put adhesive kind of on the bottom of those leaves, so the tops are going to give a little bit of dimension. They're still up a little bit. One of our little Mango Melody flowers, that's going to go down here, and that's kind of going to complete our little triangle effect there. All right, now the other flower we're going to stick right here, but I am going to stick a dimensional like right here, a little bit of glue right here. That way it all holds nice and secure, just like that. All right, and our greeting, of course, dimensionals. I probably only need 1 dimensional for the greeting. Okay, and that will just go on right down here, just like that. So that is, isn't that cute? Let's work on our little pocket pieces that go on the inside. So let's put this off to the side. I mean, you could be done here. I mean, you could just stick your little cardstock pieces inside and be done. Now, the measurements for the cardstock pieces are listed in the video description, and they'll also be on my blog. This one I clearly cut incorrectly. I'll have to recut that. The Evening Evergreen is 4.5 by 3.5. The white is supposed to be 3.25 by 4.25, which is the wrong one. It's this way, 3.25. I cut it at 3.5. So 3.25 by 4.25 for the white piece. And we're just gonna stick these down. I'll just use my, actually, I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal for this one, because we're gonna stick some ribbon between those layers because I wanted a little pull tab. This one was a little harder to get out, so I wanted a little pull tab. So I'm just taking our glittered organdy ribbon, and I'm just taking, I don't know, like 1.5 inches. You don't need too much of it. And I'm folding it in half. And then up here, I'm just gonna stick it on there. And we're gonna kind of reinforce that with a staple, but I just wanted it, you know, something to hold it temporarily. And then just stick that onto your cardstock, and then grab your stapler and then just staple that on there. And I kind of love the look of staples when you use them in projects like this. I think it looks really organic. Now, of course, you could stamp that layer before you glue it down if you wanted, but that's for your greeting. You stick that back there. That goes in the back pocket. Now, for the front pocket, get all my stuff out of the way. For the front pocket, we wanted to make a gift card like tab holder. We want to make these little tabs. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I have a whole stash of gift cards. They have no money on them. I just use them for crafting purposes. So these I got a couple years ago. So all you're going to do, I'm going to grab a pencil, not a pen. You're going to kind of lay your gift card where you want it. And then you're just going to lightly trace the sides of the gift card, just so you know how wide it is. Okay, we're going to erase those in a minute. But we need to know where to stop our die cutting. So we're going to do some partial die cutting. Okay, so bring out your cut and emboss machine. I'm going to use our mini one for this. So, and you're going to need your smallest layering circles die. I'm going to set this on, and we are going to, I'm going to grab some Post-it tape to hold this in place. We're going to die cut about half that circle. So I'm going to put that line down the middle of that. I'll put my Post-it tape holding it in half. I want to do it this way, actually. I'm going to put my plate on top, but my plate is only going to cover the part we want cut, so I'm not going to cover this back piece right here. We're only going to cover that front half that's going to be holding that gift card. If your plate goes beyond that, you're going to cut a whole circle out of it instead of just a little notch. So peel off my die, and then you just have kind of a half circle cut. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to line up that die. I'm going to line up that die about halfway into that, over that line. Hold that in place. My cutting plate will go on top, covering only what I want cut. So I'm going to line that up with that pencil line we made, and then run it through. So anything hanging off that, hanging out here, is not going to cut. Just this part's going to cut. Okay, then we can put away our cut and emboss machine. We're done with that. Move our plates. Take off our little die here, and then we can erase our pencil lines. Okay. You can even make this the back too if you wanted to make it the back, and then your pencil lines would never show. All right, now we have, where did my gift card go? Here it is. Your gift card will go right in there. Now, if you find that it's not kind of sliding in perfectly, you might need to just use your scissors and trim the sides just a little bit more, but I think that's pretty perfect. It's going to hold in there. It's not going to come out, and you have a little gift card holder. All right, let's put, this one goes back in this one, although it doesn't matter. It's not like there's money on any of these. This one will go right in here. So you have your gift card holder. Now, if you wanted to put a little ribbon on top, a little pull tab on that one, you could. But there is your little pocket card. All right, now let's finish this up. Now, on this one, I used the In Color Jewels, which are sparkly and beautiful. But as soon as I finished it, I thought, oh, I should have used those loose flowers. So I'm going to use these for this card. So just grab your Tombow glue. I'm going to add some 3 up here, and I think just a couple down here. Maybe 1 and another one down here. Now we're going to do the bottom ones first so the ribbon doesn't get in the glue. So, okay, here we go. Use your take your pick tool. There's lots of different ones to choose from. Now I'm going to use, actually, I want that one up there. I'm going to use some of these polished pink ones down here just so they pop off that mango flower a little bit. You will have to give these a little bit longer to dry, so if you'd rather go the easy route with the little gems, you could absolutely do that. I'm going to do a bigger flower here, and then one more little flower right here. I think that is So cute, so fun. I really like those flowers with that too. I don't know which I like better. You'll have to let me know. Do you prefer the little loose flowers? Do you prefer the gems? Your call. But either way, it is a super cute project. So let's talk about, if you wanted to put this stuff in your kit, what would you put in your kit exactly? So let's talk about what would go in your kit. Now, if you didn't have the delicate Dahlia Stamp Set, you had no plans on getting it, you could substitute the Celebrate Sunflower Stamp Set. I think this stamp is close to the same size, and there are dies that coordinate with this one. So you could absolutely put this in your starter kit if you wanted to make this, you wanted to put in your starter kit. You could add that Celebrate Sunflowers and the coordinating dies. And you don't have to fussy cut either, so that's a bonus too. Of course, you're going to need those layering circles dies, and you're going to need the Ombre Gift Bags. You can see you get a whole bunch of them. There are 20 bags in here, and this is only $6. You get 20 bags, so it's a great gift to have, and you can even use the green ones for some Christmas gift cards too. All right, you're going to need some seam binding ribbon. That's the white seam binding ribbon. This is the organdy ribbon, the white organdy ribbon. And then I threw in the jewels if you wanted to use the jewels. And then of course, we always need more dimensionals. So this could be an example of the starter kit. And then you're of course going to get one of those free bundles. So because I have this one handy, we'll throw this one in the Christmas season bundle. You're going to get this absolutely free. So you can get all of this when you purchase a starter kit, $99. You choose $125 in product. All of this is $125 in product. Now, if you didn't want to buy the starter kit, but you do want that delicate Dahlia stamp set, you do need to head to my online store, place an order, make sure it's over $100. You're going to get that delicate Dahlia stamp set for free. Use this host code when you shop. And I think that's it for Celebration Sunday. I will be back on Wednesday morning in my VIP or in my business page with another fun box. I'm super excited about the box I'm going to show you guys on Wednesday. And then next week I will be back on Sunday for Celebration Sunday. All right, guys, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Have a great Labor Day weekend, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.